all about inspiring others to enjoy life 1 mile at a time. We have a very special guest today. We have Nicole Schuster. Hi, Nicole.
Hi.
She is here to talk about the Tinkerbell 10K. This was your first Disneyland experience, right, Nicole?
Yes, it was.
Awesome, awesome. So she's going to chat about the Pixie Dust Challenge. Of course, I have to introduce my other joyful milers, though. We have Megan,
Hello.
and we have Rob,
Hi.
and we have Jackie joining us tonight.
Hi.
All right, so we have a lot to talk about because, oh my goodness, there was a lot of drama for this race weekend. So let's get into the conversation.
Back to, your impression of the whole weekend, how it was your first California race, correct?
Yes.
Was this
And it
your
was-
first time in Disneyland, period?
Yes, it was.
Okay, awesome.
So it was a huge, it was a really big difference compared to Disney World because I've been to Disney World a handful of times. So it was a lot to get used to and to become acquainted with. But overall, we had a really great experience. My mom ran the 10K with me, and then I ran the half by myself. So it was really awesome. We had a great time.
So Nicole, how many Run Disney races had you done prior?
Just Princess. So I did Glass Slipper Challenge.
This year?
Yep.
Okay, so you were going for the special Coast to Coast medal this year.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, good. So let's start with the 10K. So what was the communication like from Run Disney? Because what did you heard going into the 10K regarding the fallout from the 5K in regards to there wasn't any characters? Did you hear anything?
So I was following along on social media, and I did hear that there were not many characters for the 5K, and I had heard that they also were going to have no characters for the 10K. And so then when we went, though, there was a bunch of characters. There was 7 or 8 characters, and the 10K was great. We were in the parks the majority of the time.
Mhm.
So we really liked it. The characters that we saw they had some pirate ladies who were mic'd, so they were going around like chanting at us. And I was dressed like Peter Pan, so I stopped and got a picture with them with my sword drawn. And there was Pluto and Goofy. They were dressed like pirates, and my mom and I got a really cute picture with them. They were on Main Street. And they had the fire truck and one of the Main Street vehicles out in front of the fire department, so we got to take pictures sitting in those, which I thought was pretty cool. And they also had a cast member that was in front of the train station taking pictures if we wanted to, like we would just give them our phone. And then they had Chip and Dale were dressed as pirates in front of Soarin', and then Mater and Lightning McQueen were in Cars Land, which we were really excited about. And then they had Lost Boys throughout the race course, and they told us that if we saw them, we had to make this like noise. And I was really awful at it, and it was embarrassing, but it was really fun. So they were like on the carousel, and you would just see them through the race, and it was kind of a fun way to just like entertain yourself and to kind of keep an eye out for them throughout the race. So I thought that was creative. Oh, and then also they had Peter Pan and Wendy it was like selfie style. So they were in DCA, and then people would just take a picture over their shoulder with. So they had a ton of characters.
That's a lot of characters.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they had a lot of water and Powerade stops, which I was really
So
excited
there
about.
there was Powerade for the 10K.
Or no, sorry, there was just water for the 10K.
Oh,
Okay,
you
no,
got a
okay.
lot of soaps up.
You had us excited there for a second because that's
Sorry.
something that we've been like,
No.
Begging for.
yes.
No, it was just water for the 10K, but it was plenty of it. Like I felt very hydrated, so I was excited about that.
Those are great characters. Like
Yes,
you don't,
fantastic characters.
you. I mean, they had all the main, and the fact that they had the, like the Fab Five characters dressed as pirates, I think is awesome.
So what was your opinion of the Disneyland 10K course as opposed to what you ran in Princess?
I really liked the Disneyland one because I felt like we were in the parks the entire time. We weren't always front stage, like sometimes we were backstage, but it's kind of fun to see back there, like the things that they have. At one point, we saw the Main Street Electrical Parade, that first float.
Oh, nice.
So it was kind of cool to see it. We saw it like in the back corner. Otherwise, I would have taken a picture. But it's kind of fun to see those little things back there and just see how it all works. And then I liked it because we ran through the castle for the 10K. So that was great because my mom was only running the 10K, so I was happy she had
good.
that experience with me.
Oh, that's cool.
And then it's cool because at Disneyland, they have all of the rides running. So everything is lit up and they have things running. And I just think that's really fun to run by and see there's nobody on the rides, but they're running.
Was it still dark out when you ran through California Adventure?
No, I think it was late by then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
What
just love
corral
Friday.
were you at? How did they do the corrals?
We were in B,
Okay.
and I think they set us all off at the same time. I don't remember being stopped, and we weren't at the front of our corral, so they didn't really do the
Waves.
the waves. At least for the 10K, I don't remember, and honestly, I don't remember them doing it at the half either. And I was never at the front of my corral.
Hmm.
Was Carissa, do you know the announcers? Do you know if it was the same? I'm not sure if you're familiar with them yet. That's something I didn't learn till a few
Kwame
years.
and Carissa.
I
And,
think it was the same. It was two ladies.
Okay.
Andrea, probably Andrea and Carissa.
Yeah, and I didn't really pick up on their names just because I was so distracted. I didn't spend a lot of time in the corral, so I didn't know.
where did you stay?
We stayed at Best Western Raffles.
So talk a little bit about what it's like as opposed to your experience at Princess getting to and from a race as opposed to a Disneyland race where you stayed.
We spent a lot of time walking back and forth from our hotel to the resorts. And like my mom and I talked about, Disney World is a little bit more magical in the fact that once you're there, we stay on property. And so you're just in this Disney bubble. Whereas at Disneyland, you're walking 1.5 miles from our hotel to the park. So you see like homeless people and things like
Yeah,
that.
it's not much of a bubble.
And it's like real world and not a real world that I'm used to because I'm from Minnesota. And then there's the parks. So it's just different. But our hotel was nice. It was clean. It had a pool. It had good internet. It had breakfast available, but we never used it. So I would suggest it for people. It was reasonable.
How long of a walk?
I think about like 1.5 miles.
So what time did you have to get up to get ready for the race?
For a Disneyland hotel.
We got up at 3:30 for both days, and we made it there in time.
Doesn't it make a hell of a difference just sleeping in?
It does, but we ran around the park so much that I felt dead to the world the whole time. I was so tired.
It's tough when it's your first time out there.
Yeah.
It is.
You don't want to miss anything.
No.
Did you do World of Color?
We tried to. So the last day I ran the half, and then we were at DCA and Disneyland all day. We did breakfast at the Plaza Inn with Minnie, and I was go all day. And then my mom and I got to the area about an hour before the show started, and I just sat down on the ground, and I was like almost falling asleep, and my mom said we had to go home. So we went to the hotel, and I tried.
What was my first experience? I was standing there like in so much pain, and you have to stand
Yeah.
for World of Color. So I was like, that's why I don't like that show. After doing all that, I remember Googling, like, how long is this freaking show? I want to leave. And then we left after. But that's what keeps me from doing it, is the standing.
Yeah, so when I go out for Disneyland Double Dare, I'm going to watch World of Color the first night so then I can see it because I really wanted to see it. But same thing, my legs hurt so bad and my feet hurt so bad. I kept telling my mom I wanted a wheelchair. I was so it was awful.
All right, so Nicole, you know what's coming.
The bling.
Hold it up, hold it up. Let's see it, girl. It's so cute.
That's cool.
Oh, I like it.
That is
And I
so
loved it
cute.
We're really
because
good at this race.
I dressed like Peter Pan, so it was cool to have him on the medal.
Oh, that's
Nice.
great. That's great for a 10K, too. Is it like a brush, Nicole? I like it.
Yeah, it is, and it's really thick and heavy. But yeah, it's brushed. It's
They
really
don't get it scratched.
Yeah.
Okay.
So overall experience with the 10K, what would you give it for a grade?
I would give it a 9. I mean, I thought it was awesome. Obviously, I would love to be in the parks the whole time, but you can't be in like where all of the entertainment is the whole time. But it was great. I loved it, and it was so much fun to be in both of the parks.
All right, so that is going to do it for our chat about the Tinkerbell 10K. Thank you very much, Nicole, for coming on our show. We enjoyed having you very much. Thanks to everyone who has subscribed. We really appreciate it. Give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And as always, take care and have a joyful day.
Joyful Miles!
Yeah, did you tell Nicole she needs to do the Joyful Miles jingle?
Yeah, you have to do the joyful mouth. That's kind of like, it's tradition, so.